Hello, this is one of those map overviews. I'm going to be doing overviews of every single map in Vampire Hunters 3, looking at hiding spots and map traversal, and just giving a whole tour of the map. And we're starting off with Hotel Japan. So this entire series will go over just everything that you need to know about every single map in the game. So let's get right to it. Starting off at like the blue room, sort of at like the back of the map, this nice sort of spa area. We have the middle room with the red carpet, which connects to many corridors. We'll just be sticking to the ground floor at the moment. Coming into here, we have the like food area, the canteen sort of. This is where if you're looking for food or heals or anything, you always want to come over here. Into the kitchen too, there's a lot of food in the kitchen usually. This is the front of the map. The reception, not usually much over here. Nobody really comes over here that often. Make sure to shoot your friend on the way too while walking around here. Then we come into the other sort of right corner opposite to the kitchen. Instead of having a kitchen on this side, we have an elevator. However, I'll get into more of that later. On the left, this side, instead of having the dining area, we have this sort of like spa area, I guess it's meant to be, or a sauna sort of room. And then you just come back into the corner, and then you've just gone through back into the middle at the blue room where we were before. So this whole map is essentially just a rectangle, at least downstairs. And of course, you also have the middle area with the nice, pretty garden, and the weird like sewer part here, but there's not really much. Right now we're above the blue room area on like a balcony. Looking over the room, we've got this tiny like little storage room. And you've got like more of the just stair areas with just generic basic stuff. Random like tiny room there. Bridge over the garden, which is very nice. I like this part of the map. Once again, you've got the elevator and that staircase here. You've also got doors out onto the balcony at most points where you can just go out and look at the garden. There's also two rooms here, so there's 6 rooms which are all pretty much identical with just beds and closets and stuff. They're not really that useful, they don't have much in them, and they're not very good at hiding in them, so they're just rooms that you can camp in, I guess. I don't know. And of course you have the tree, which you can stand on, which I like too. Alright, it wouldn't be a Yellow Thing video without me blathering on about map traversal, so I should talk about sort of shortcuts and routes that I take when rotating around the map, or just how I sort of get around the map, because there's some cool parkour and stuff that you can do on this map, and I like that a lot. First of all, of course, you've got the balconies outside and the bridge, and the tree. You can go across all of these. You can long jump between the balcony and the bridge, or you can even long jump from the tree onto the balcony if you want. One great thing about this map is all the walls are destructible, so upstairs and downstairs, all these sort of paper walls here, you'll see them around the place. You can destroy all of these to make different sort of shortcuts or ambushes and just get around the place in different ways. Like if there's traps somewhere or something like that, you can just do that. One nice thing here is whenever we're going up these like sort of spiral stairs that go around, you can do a 180 and long jump backwards. That's a pretty cool juke. Instead of just going up the stairs normally, you do a 180 and long jump up. It's also slightly faster to do that when going up those specific stairs. Of course, you have the elevator to get upstairs and downstairs. But actually trying to go upstairs and downstairs, it's always faster to take the stairs. But in the elevator, you at least have like a good like 10 seconds of being safe where nobody can get in or out. Just try not to get trapped in there with the vampire, because that is a very easy way to die, being trapped in the elevator with the vampire. Anyway, in the blue floor room, I have my night vision goggles on in this clip unfortunately, so you can't see the blue floor, but the shelf here can be climbed up, and you can use that to get up onto the balcony overlooking this area, which is a very nice way to get out of that room or to just get up or down. Next up, we have this random wall here that you can destroy. I don't know why you can destroy this, but you can. It takes a while to destroy. You can see on my vampire. Well, maybe if you had axe, it would be a lot faster, I guess. This is a pretty good map for axe with all the things that you can break, because there's also these filing cabinets here that are in the way, but that takes you into the middle area, back out onto the balcony. Don't do what I just did, where I just fell off the balcony. You probably do want Featherfall if you do want to do that. Of course, the windows are able to be broken on this map, so that gives you even more options for moving around the map. So this map just in general has so many different things that you can jump around and move onto and break and stuff. It's just an absolute like playground for anybody who's interested in movement or just good at jumping around in the game. Alright, starting off here in the spa or sauna room, we have these like circle things that you find around the map. I don't know what these really are, I'll just call them like big containers or whatever. They've got like circular lids in them and you can hold down F to pick them up and you can place them over your head so you're practically like completely concealed in them. And some of them, even to like start off with at the start of the map, already have the lids on them, so people usually won't think to check them. So as long as you don't touch them up too much and don't like mess around with them too much, then nobody will notice. The next spot is on top of this sauna building here. You still jump on this, I think it's a Buddha or something, I don't know what this is, but you jump on that person statue's head and climb up there. I usually would hide here, I think I did, but they added drowning to this game, which is a really weird feature that like nobody knows about. You can lie down here for a bit, like trying to juke the vampire, because they usually don't check here because nobody really thinks to hide here. But obviously don't hide here for more than like 30 seconds because your screen eventually fades to black and you end up drowning to death. Anyways, inside of here, the reception area, you can jump like on top of the walls here, and nobody really looks up in this area. Because nobody really thinks to look up, but sometimes for people who aren't really expecting it, you can hide up there and people just won't check up there in those specific spots up on top of those walls. Next part is the kitchen. This is one of my favorite hiding spots here. I used to go here all the time like 2 or 3 years ago. Even still, like I use this spot a lot. You break open the middle kitchen island counter on the side there. Specifically that one I find to work the best when breaking that one. And you crawl in under the island. Unless somebody knows about this spot, they will not find you, because it's very hard to just accidentally notice somebody in there. Like with the angles that your camera will be looking at and just the fact that nobody really suspects looking in there, it just works a lot of the time. Unless of course the person knows that hiding spot. Next thing, I like doing this on any map with a fridge. It's usually just funny and it doesn't work that often, but sometimes hiding in the fridge does work. Nobody really thinks of it like looking in the fridge, but you can fit inside of there if you break open all this stuff. Next up we have the outdoors, of course. Crouching in these corners, a very popular hiding spot, very good. The bushes here don't have collision, so you can just lie down in them or crouch in them, and you are practically just, you can't be seen at all, unless somebody like actually goes inside of the bush to check you, or even in the middle here where the tree is. You can still come here, and while you won't be concealed that much, there's like a lot of things like protecting you and covering you. Some people like to hide in these sewer areas. Personally, I don't like it much because it's kind of not a very good hiding spot. Same with around the corners there. But this is probably the best hiding spot in the map right here, so pay attention to this. You pick up the box by pressing F or holding down F, and you go into the corner, and you're concealed from this side because the red curtain, and you're concealed from the front because of the box completely covering you, so unless somebody jumps over it to see, they won't see you there. That spot is so cracked, it's probably like one of the best hiding spots, and I've seen hardly anybody use it, so. Inside of the blue carpet room, once again, I don't really know what this room is meant to be. Maybe somebody else knows in the comments, but lying down there in the waterfall, or like in that water area, sometimes could work. It's not that great. Here's another one of the favorite spots I have. Once again, holding down F to pick up a box. It's kind of hard when I'm transformed as a vampire, like, because the werewolf skin twitches around like in its idle animation. But if you're a survivor, like, you can hold down F and pick up that box and stand there. And once again, people don't really think to look around those boxes, they just think that it's just a box up against a wall and they don't check there. That's why that spot in that storage room and in that reception works. Lying down here, I usually do that to juke the vampire, because usually people don't go around in that left area because there isn't really much there, but like it's usually always those like places that people don't really go or think to go that are actually the best hiding spots, even though you won't think in your mind that they are the best hiding spots, which is very interesting. And that's it. I usually don't hide in the like hotel rooms or that loft part just because I think like they don't have anywhere to hide and people usually check them all the time because it's just very easy to check and there's nowhere to hide in them really apart from just lying down on the floor, and that doesn't really work very well. So yeah, that's all the hiding spots that at least I know of in this map. Of course you can go into the tree too, but that isn't ideal, but you can go into the tree if you want. Anyways, for the next episode of this, I'm giving you the choice between Survivor's Hideout and House and Valley Ruins. So if you're interested in any three of these, probably actually do a community poll, so keep an eye out for that, for Survivor's Hideout versus House versus Valley Ruins. Anyway, that's pretty much everything that I have to say about Hotel Japan. This is probably one of my favourite maps in the game. It feels very balanced, very fun to play on as either a survivor or a vampire. Not too many hiding spots, but I did show some pretty good ones. Because people usually don't like this map because of the fact that they don't have too many hiding spots, but I think that I've done a decent job of proving them wrong, that there is quite a lot of good hiding spots. Of course, like obviously there's good players out there, like, well, for example me, I've shown every single hiding spot and I know every single hiding spot on this map. But for most other players, they probably didn't know all of those. Anyways, that's all I've got, so thank you for watching.